Thanks for joining us for Elko Live today as we're launching into another busy summer weekend here in Elko. And we are so pleased to feature a guest today from the gorgeous Great Basin College. What is not happening at Great Basin College? I mean, that is my question today for Gail Rappa and Leslie Maple. Both they are here from GBC. Gail is Director of Continuing Education and housed conveniently alongside our Great Basin College Foundation, which is headed up by Leslie Maple. Welcome, Leslie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today. It's great to have you here today, too. I'm just wondering why I'm not hearing your microphone as well as I should be. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. I think it works now.
Is that okay?
Yours works great. Yeah,
okay.
I should have tested that, but we were busily writing notes. So, so today we're going to talk about all the things that are happening. I'm not sure that everybody is used to it being so busy over the summer at GBC, but these are new times and people are back on campus and it's happening. And you're even out in the community. Gail, did you want to start by telling us about the Art in the Park this weekend?
Sure. Thanks, as always, for having us on, Lori. So I just was over there setting up. GBC Continuing Education is got a booth at Art in the Park, and we are right next to GBC Ceramics. And so it's right in the area by where the volleyball court is there in the park. And we're going to be doing a lot of, there's going to be hands-on activities, demos, little projects, things like that, all at scheduled times Saturday and Sunday. So we're really excited to be there and be promoting not just our art classes, but all the stuff that we've got going on at Continuing Education.
Well, in fact, art does unlock a lot of creativity, and I know I've talked to even nursing students at Great Basin College, students who are involved in welding, and they talk about how surprised they were that the arts really kind of help them to relax and to figure out problems more often, and really to give them a reason sometimes to be on campus. It's something that they look forward to, the community of art.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, I could go into all the research on art and mental health. I won't go down that road, but a lot of people, unconsciously turn to the arts for comfort. We saw it during the pandemic, right? That everybody took up crocheting and baking and all these different things. And so it's just a part of human nature that we do that. So we want to just create that environment where we have a lot more options for our community, and we're excited about it.
So if you stop by the Great Basin College Continuing Education booth, they're under the towering trees by the volleyball nets in our city park. It's in the vicinity of the museum. I mean, that's how big Art in the Park is. I mean, it's sprawling. Admission is free, and there's this free project. It's called Penny for Your Thoughts. You're doing a pendant demonstration, pendant making workshop.
Yeah, so I'm actually wearing it right now. It's just we punched holes in pennies of a variety of different years, and then we're going to have on hand some glass beads, some copper wire, and the tools needed to create a little pendant, and we call it Penny for Your Thoughts. So it's really fun. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. There's scheduled times that you can come and do that with us. So I think we've got
11 to noon.
Yeah, 11 to noon on Saturday, and then again from 3 to 4 on Saturday, and then 11 to noon on Sunday. So, and it's totally free. It's just our little contribution to everybody kind of hopefully getting the little, jewelry making bug and then wanting to sign up for some jewelry classes. And if nothing else, just having a wonderful little keepsake from the event.
Yeah, those penny pendants could soon be collectibles because we're not going to be making those anymore.
That's right. In fact, I went to the bank to get the pennies, and I'm like, do you have any 2025 pennies? He goes, yeah, but they're all mixed with everything else. And I was like, because those are going to be the ones. Like the last year, they're not making them next year.
All right. So that and much more, again, from art to fitness to career training. When we come back and talk more with Gail Rappa, she's going to talk about some of the offerings that you do want to get signed up for. Some of the classes and courses are online. Many are ongoing, I understand, Gail, and some offer a combination of training, some incentives, programs where you can get tools and outfitted and things to really help you along your way. But it's, the fall semester is right around the corner.
It is. It's crazy.
Yes. So Gail, thanks for the update. Gail Rappa is Director of Continuing Education, and I want to make sure I get the rundown because Great Basin College Foundation is so busy as well. Leslie, thank you for being here.
Yes, thanks again, Lori, for having us. We always enjoy being here with you. We are actually have a couple of great events coming up. We have our Beats and Bites event, which is an ongoing, we do every fourth Thursday of every month throughout the summer. It's just a great food truck summer series. We have a number of local food trucks out, some music. We partner with Gail in the continuing education department to bring some fun activities that the whole family can enjoy. There's music and, again, lots of great food, and we just invite everyone to come out and enjoy the campus. We've got a beautiful setting. Come out, picnic with us, and just enjoy a great Thursday evening.
The next one's the 24th?
It is. Yep, it's Thursday, July 24th. We will have music by DJ Arturo Torres. We've got a great lineup of local food trucks. Again, DRI Robotics will be there with some activities for families. And continuing education will also be doing some activities. I don't know if, Gail, if you want to chime back in and tell us a little bit about what continuing ed will be doing at Beats and Bites.
Sure. Thanks, Leslie. So this is the second time we are bringing in visiting artist Roger Child. He is a Lamport glass artist. He lives in Salt Lake, and he has come, this will be the third time he's come to teach a workshop for us in our glass studio. And this the last Beats and Bites, he set up a little demo. So he's actually demonstrating how to make the glass beads, because a lot of people don't understand the process. They see the finished product and they think, oh, that's really cool, or it was cast or it was whatever, and they're like, nope, you're actually working over a flame with glass rods, and he's teaching how to do that. So he'll be here doing a demo during Beats and Bites on Thursday the 24th, and then his workshop is the 25th and 26th, which is Friday and Saturday, and it's custom marble making, so glass marbles, and they're amazing. So if you go onto the website, you can see a picture, some examples of some of his marbles, and they're pretty spectacular. So that's really cool. So and our website, because it is different than the GBC site, it's www.campusce.net.
And the CE stands for continuing education. That's the way I memorize it.
Yes.
I love gbcnv.edu. It's so easy to say.
It is, yeah.
And that's the first place where you can start your exploration. You know, we're still igniting our personal passions and professional fires through GBC. I mean, Amber, Dr. Donnelly came up with this great theme, and we know it's like 100 degrees outside, but that's
we're burning.
Yes,
we are burning.
We are burning with all this success. So we will come back and talk more with you, Gail, obviously. But Leslie, thanks again to the foundation for continuing the Beats and Bites event, because it really is a special time for families. It is, inexpensive. Of course, it's free admission. The music is free. Kicking back in the grass, watching kids play, and visiting with friends and family. You do want to bring some spending money for the food truck, but then you don't have to cook dinner that night or clean up.
Exactly. It's a great event. We usually have our volleyball nets up. We have some other yard games out for people to enjoy. I do want to just say thank you to our sponsor this year. We have a sponsor who's helping to make the event possible. That's Convergence Health. They make it possible for us to have that music and come out and enjoy. And then we also always do a raffle, which helps raise money for the foundation and to support some of our student services at GBC. And we've got great sponsors. We have Christina Garcia Drake from Next Home Infinity Realty, who's helped with that, as well as Ruby Mountain GIS, who have donated some items for our raffle. This Thursday, we will be raffling off a Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0. That's one of those great smokeless stoves. You could take it camping with you, or you can use it in your backyard. It's wonderful because it's smokeless. So visit us online, gbcnv.edu /foundation for more information on the Beats and Bites event and how to buy raffle tickets. You don't have to be present to win the raffle. I should mention that Beats and Bites runs from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. We are doing the raffle at 8:30, so there's plenty of time to come by, get a bite to eat, enter the raffle, and again, enjoy the campus. So we hope to see everybody out there on Thursday, July 24th.
Leslie Maple is the Executive Director of Great Basin College Foundation, and you're overseeing communications. There's a lot going on at GBC. Saw that the college recently hired a new financial services vice president. That's fantastic news, building the team. It's just great to see things happening at our college. We love it so much. So thank you, Leslie, for bringing us. Well, speaking of fundraising, you have something. It's a $1 million golf tournament coming up. I have to hear details about this $1 million golf tournament.
We do. So we are also gearing up for our annual golf classic at Great Basin College Foundation. This is the third year that we will have done the golf tournament. This year it will be Saturday, August 2nd, up at Rubyville View Golf Course here at Elko. And yeah, we have some great prizes. Like you mentioned, the biggest one is our $1 million shot. That will be chosen by raffle. So if you are interested, we encourage you to go online to gbcnv.edu/golf, and you can register to golf with us there. We also still have a few sponsorships open. So if anybody is interested in getting involved to sponsor the tournament, we would welcome that. And then in addition to that great prize, we have some fun contest holes, and we also will host our $10,000 putting contest again. So the putting contest is a really fun aspect of the event. We do it every year, kind of at the end of the tournament, and it's a good time. Everybody kind of comes out and putts and razzes each other, and then again, one person who wins that kind of qualifying round will get to take a putt for $10,000.
Wow.
So some really great prizes. We hope that someone will win both of those. We look forward to that. But again, it's just a great time, and the proceeds for the golf tournament help with scholarships as well as some of our programs and student services. So it's just a great time to come out. We say golf for good with GBC because it really goes to a great cause for our students.
Oh, that's wonderful. Golf for good at GBC. So we're going to remember that. You have an amazing board of directors, Leslie. Some of them have been, ushering this college in through many changes, some challenges, of course, during COVID, but this college hands down handled it, and in fact was a model for colleges around the state as well as around the country. Golfing for good at GBC, it just makes sense. And a lot of work, and sponsors, I'm sure, are standing up for this golf tournament as well, Leslie. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I should really quickly just say, a shout out to our presenting sponsor, which is Charles Chester Plumbing. Chris Johnson of Chester Plumbing is a great advocate, board member with the foundation, and is once again sponsoring, helping to make the tournament possible. We also have support from Maverick Casino Hotel. They're one of the partners on our putting contest, so we appreciate them. Elko Federal Credit Union, and we also have Glennon and Sandoval Wealth Management. So lots of great support from the community. And again, it all goes to a wonderful cause, which is supporting the students of Great Basin College.
You've got all the good ones in there, so wonderful support, both foundation members or people that have supported the foundation, the founding of Great Basin College, and then, of course, the foundation, which continues the mission of these scholarships and any other needs that Great Basin College might have. I know through the efforts of the foundation, Leslie, one of the most recent big projects was in collaboration with the community in getting those welding labs done, and we're hearing just great success stories from students.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful project. That was a project in the making for a lot of years. So it was something that we had requested funding from the state. I think it was 10 years in the making. We did also have some wonderful community partners that came in and helped us match the funding that was needed. We were able to double our registrations, so we were able to double the number of students that can go through that program, which is phenomenal. And I know a lot of our industry partners really appreciate that because it helps build our workforce and strengthen our economy here in Elko County. So we're just really great stuff. And as you mentioned, enrollment for fall is open. So if anybody out there is thinking about making a change or signing up for classes, we encourage you to go to the website or give us a call, and we'd be happy to walk you through getting registered at GBC.
Leslie, thanks. Again, these are all great reminders, again, of the pride that we take in our community college, which we really just think of it as our college now. But NNCC has these wonderful roots of being now more than, what are we getting, close to 60-something years old? It's incredible, yeah. So it started out as Northern Nevada Community College. Now we're Great Basin College. Speaking of, if you are alumni, you, maybe grandchildren, family members, you can also reach out to the foundation, right, to find out about becoming a part of the Alumni Strong.
Yes, that's correct. We do have an alumni association. You can sign up for our newsletter. That's available, again, on the website, on the foundation page. We are looking for anybody who would be interested in getting involved. We want to plan some additional events for our alumni. I'm always surprised. I run into so many people in the community who will tell me, I graduated from GBC or I went to GBC. And I myself took classes there when growing up here in Elko and the dual credit courses before I transferred out to UNR. And so I feel like everybody has a little touch point with GBC, which is just great. So we are truly, community rooted, and we love to support the community in any way that we can.
Well, you're talking to another proud GBC alumni.
Am I? Yeah.
Yes, as is Gail.
Wonderful.
And I have to tell, I was at City Council on Tuesday, and they're covering a story, and got up from my seat. I was high-fived by another alum who said, "Hey, we were at graduation together." It was just the coolest feeling. So
that's great.
Yeah, touching lives, improving not only our workforce, but just our overall wellness in this community. So much to brag about. I want to make sure we got to your topics today before I switch back over to Gail. Leslie, you can always jump in.
No, I appreciate that. I will just let everybody know one more time for the golf tournament. It's Saturday, August 2nd at Ruby View. The check-in starts at 7 a.m. and it's a shotgun start at 8 a.m. If you're interested in golfing with us or sponsoring, feel free to reach out to the foundation office at 775-327-2382. Or again, you can register or purchase sponsorships online, gbcnv.edu/golf. And then also, please mark your calendar and come out and see us for Beats and Bites on July 24th. The Beats and Bites takes place on the Elko campus, Chilton Circle, just in front of our Leonard Center. So we welcome everybody to join us for that fun event and great local food trucks.
Yes, so the Great Basin College Golf Classic at Ruby View is Saturday, August 2nd, bright and early, in the nice cool greens there of our golf course. And then the Beats and Bites, well, that leads up to Beats and Bites is on the 24th. That's a Thursday evening, nice and cool there on campus as well, with free admission to that. Leslie, thanks. And thanks for all the great work, really. There's so much that we appreciate and we enjoy. I know I'll give a quick plug. Gail may have it on her list, but I think you've been sharing your space with 12 angry jurors, which must be really interesting when you're working.
Yes, I'm excited to. They're kicking off that performance next week, so excited for that. And one other thing, you kind of touched on it. I should just mention that we do have a number of open positions at Great Basin College. So
good. Go online.
Definitely go online. Again, gbcnv.edu/careers, and you can find all of those open roles. I know I have a role open for communications. I think Gail has a position.
I'm good right now.
You're good.
All right. We just hired somebody.
Congratulations.
But there are a number of openings, so if anybody out there is interested in coming and joining our wonderful team, please check out the website for those open roles.
Team building at Great Basin College.
It's a great place to work. And then also, it just reminded me, the Child Care Center has still got space for the preschool.
For the fall semester.
In the fall, yeah. So that's unusual for them. So I wanted to shout out in case folks were looking for preschool.
Yeah, and you can start your career early at GBC as a preschool student, because we have one of those in our family too. And I give the Great Basin College Child Care Center a lot of credit for her success today. So what a wonderful, loving, caring place. So parents do inquire about that, and there may be some options for you for affordability, which is nice. So inquire at the Great Basin College Child Care Center. So Gail, your list was growing as we were talking.
If you just let me sit here with a pen, I'll just keep going and going.
So, we did talk about, you're going to be at Art in the Park this weekend, both Saturday, Sunday, making pendants. So you have some amazing art classes, but are they full? I know a chance to take a plein air art class from Ron Artaud, and then a pendant class from you? Yeah,
no, we still have room in all of our art classes. Some of our ceramics classes are full, but I was going to just kind of shout out about what we've got going on. So I'm teaching, which is fun, and I haven't taught in a while, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's a weekend workshop, and then Ron Artaud, the plein air painter, who also happens to be my husband, is going to be teaching that same weekend. So it's July 19th and 20th. And he's teaching what's called Painting from Life. So they'll be actually on the GBC campus. And it's for total beginners. It's for people who already paint. It's whatever medium you work in. So watercolor, he paints in oil, but you can bring watercolor, acrylic, or oil. And he's just going to guide you through, like, how do you paint from life? So it should be really fun.
I do want people to know that both Ron Artaud and Gail Rappa are nationally recognized artists.
Thank you.
Yes, you. Ron's work is on display in Reno at the gallery there.
The Stremmel Gallery.
Stremmel, thank you, at the Stremmel. And I know that your jewelry has been featured in galleries in places like New Mexico and Seattle, and places like that, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's been a while, so it's like a little bit of a different chapter, but yeah, it's wonderful to be back in the studio. When I was creating the mandala projects, for the demonstrations, I was like, oh, I remember how to do this. Yeah, I'm actually pretty good at this. So,
yes, you
that
are.
was really fun.
So thanks for sharing your gift and talent. I just wanted to mention that because I don't know if people realize. I visited the art show upstairs at the museum for the Elko County Art Club, and we have a lot of talent in this town.
We really do.
It's very cool.
Yeah, we really do.
So please continue.
Yes, I will. So speaking of talent, so we also we have a whole bunch of camps that we've done this summer. So some of them they're underway. We have a robotics. We partnered with DRI, Nevada Robotics, and they are doing 2 camps coming up. And there is still space in both of those, and they're different age groups. And that's July 15th. There are 3-day camps, and then one that starts at the end of July on the 29th. So if your kiddos are into robotics, check out our website and see which one might be a good fit for their age group. And then we also partnered with Starlight Productions, and we're doing a theater musical camp, and they're calling it The Greatest Show. And there's 2 different age groups. There's 5 to 8-year-olds in the morning from 9 to 11:30, and then 9 to 17-year-olds in the afternoon from 1:30 to 4:30. And it is a 5-day camp. It's Monday through Friday. It starts on the 21st of July. And then on that Friday, there'll be a little production, that they will create for the parents and the guardians.
Come to the greatest show.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So we're really excited about that. It's just wonderful to be able to bring, we're really trying to bring all ages back on campus and provide something for everybody. So in addition, kind of in that same theme, we've got a costume camp, which is new for us. We're setting up our sewing space. We got new sewing machines. We're getting a cutting table. So we're really excited about that. So we've got medieval and fantasy costume camp. That's the 21st to the 25th. We're going to have a props camp, kind of for making things for the PopCon. And then a drinking horn for getting ready for a Renaissance Fair. So there's a lot of other, a lot of things that, we haven't had before that we're offering as well.
These are all collaborative events, by the way. Great Basin College partners so easily with so many organizations and nonprofits and civic groups in our community, even the Elko Senior Center.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing that I think, that's what rural communities do so well. It's like we know that everybody's, Leslie and I could speak to this. Our teams are all small, and so we can't do it all. And we all have wonderful ideas, and we have things that we want to do. So we have to partner with outside groups, and it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, thanks again for the generosity and the inspiration. And just putting in a plug again for these day camps and for children as young as 7, for example. Being on a college campus and doing a class like that, it just gives them a certain level of confidence, or at least that's the experience that I've seen is that children that get a chance to participate in these camps, whether it's robotics or theater, and you're looking for something for the kids to do this summer rather than just kind of hang out because, we all get bored after a while.
Right.
But what a great opportunity. And some of these are very low cost, aren't they?
Yeah, we try to make everything really reasonable, especially I'll segue into our fitness center. Our fitness center, we can have classes for youth under 18, but the fitness center membership is for 18 and over. But we have started to offer a lot of youth classes, camps, things like that in the fitness center, volleyball, basketball, karate, things like that. So those are available for under 18. But we have a very robust pickleball community, and they've been really supportive. And we've had pickleball classes, and we also have open pickleball play. So that's ongoing in the summer, and then also in the fall we'll be starting that up too. So what a lot of people don't realize is that our fitness center is open to the community. You can get a membership. They're incredibly reasonable for the community memberships, and that allows you access to our weight room and our workout rooms. The gym when it's open gym time, you can play basketball, do whatever in the gym itself proper. So come on and check it out. Come down and we'll give you a tour, and you can see what a great facility it is.
So Great Basin College is really all-inclusive, again, from these youth classes, for children ages 7 on up?
It's actually 5 and up, yeah.
Oh, 5 and up. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for the little theater kids?
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Got to see that. Because I know Annie Jr. is coming up, a separate project, but Starlight's coming up. And it's a great way to support the youth in our community, just be part of the audience. Yeah. But I was thinking about how GBC also goes to the other end of the scale, and the work that you do to include our senior population. A lot of retirees, people looking for maybe to develop a new hobby or skill. And the Senior Olympics are coming up, and Jen is a big part of that.
Yeah, Jen Steger, who's our, she's an English professor at the college, but she also is our karate instructor, and she teaches our fitness center classes as well. So she does a little bit of everything. But yeah, she's been leading the Senior Olympics for quite some time. So a portion of that does happen at GBC in our fitness center, which is great. And it reminded me one thing that we're starting in the fall. I haven't made a grand announcement, but I'll make a grand announcement now. I
love grand announcements.
I know, it's so fun, isn't it? So anyone 80 and over is going to be able to get free open pickleball play at GBC, because we have a lot of seniors, but what we have seen and what the club in town, we have people in that club that are like 90 years old, that are still wanting to stay active and stay healthy and everything. And so we're just like, let's reward the people that are still doing this. So anyone 80 and up, they used to have to register just so they're in our system, but then they get free open pickleball play. So something to shoot for.
Absolutely. That is fantastic. And that coincides with the news. The city just decided Tuesday that they've approved plans proceeding with the pickleball courts that they're building here in city limits too. So
on South Side they're going to have brand new outside pickleball courts.
The good news about GBC is that with open pickleball you can play indoors because it's so hot outside right now. So
and when the weather's not great, the rest of the year, if it's for sure there's lots of options.
Wow. Speaking of options, everybody at GBC, we haven't even touched on so many of the classes and courses, and I happen to be on campus where all the medical students, the CNA classes are happening, and it's just so exciting. It's thrilling to see all these young people now with some career goals and ambition, and they're on campus and they're learning these skills that will get them great paying jobs right out of graduation or certification.
Absolutely. And it's not just Elko. I think a lot of folks forget that we've got campuses in Ely and Pahrump and Winnemucca, and so what you see going on here is just exponentially happening everywhere at our other campuses as well. So it's really exciting.
And visiting those campuses is always a treat, and each campus is unique to its community because that's how Great Basin College rolls. You respond to what the needs are. Ely might be different than Pahrump. I know I'm excited to be visiting in Winnemucca in August, I believe, where I think we're going to be broadcasting there just on the radio station KWNA, because they have so many exciting offerings that they want to make sure the community is aware of, Gail.
Absolutely,
yeah. They have a beautiful campus in Winnemucca.
They do.
Yeah.
It's really lovely.
So thanks again for all the outreach, for all the things that you do. We'll be talking more as the fall semester approaches, but please do visit in person, because I love just going and visiting with Mike and Adriana and all the other staff there, because they really inspire students and encourage enrollment. But you can get advisement. Here's the other thing. Even if you decided not to go to GBC, which frankly I really don't know too many people that after meeting with the advisors choose someplace else, but you can get this great advisement and there's no cost, no obligation, but they can help you track what it is that you really want to do, and so you save time and you save money.
Absolutely, and that's what they do. That's their area of expertise. So why try to reinvent the wheel, right? Go and talk to the experts. But, and then come talk to us in the park, and we will tell you all about it. And we have that's the thing that's so great about GBC is we're continuing education, but we get people that ask us about the welding program and all the things, and we're all one, right?
Yes.
So we're going to we'll get you to the right place if you need information on the nursing program or anything like that. We'll get you where you need to go.
Thank you, Gail. Gail Rappa, the college within the college. That's continuing education, and again, super popular for those who just want to maybe dip their toe in, return to college, sample something new. It's a perfect opportunity. I mean, you can get your CDL license through continuing education.
Yeah, CDL and our driver's ed. Those are our two
drivers.
Programs on wheels. Yeah.
Yes. So, we could start another half an hour, but we probably shouldn't. People have to go back to work now after lunch. Thank you both for being here. We appreciate it.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Leslie Maple is the director of the Great Basin College Foundation. Gail Rappa is the director of continuing education at Great Basin College. We appreciate you for joining us, listeners. Visit the college in person or online, gbcnv.edu. You can find this program archived at our website at elkoradio.com.